I came here today as a parent to share my story. I need you to understand that this language, if it becomes law, will have real effects on real people. It will affect my daughter. It will mean she cannot play on the girls' volleyball team or dance squad or tennis team. It will mean she will not have the opportunity that all of us had to be part of a team.
So how did Missouri lawmakers respond to that heartfelt plea from Brandon Boulware against a bill that would ban his daughter and countless other kids from playing sports with their friends? They voted the bill out of committee 8-6. Now it goes to another committee for a vote. And that sports bill is one of two anti-transgender measures currently making their way through the Missouri legislature. The other one would strip doctors of their license if they help trans youth, like teenager Samantha DiMichele, get hormone therapy or gender affirmation surgery.
For the past 4 years of my life, I've been using Lupron to suppress my male hormones every 3 months, and I get a needle the size of my index finger injected into my left arm while my right hand squeezes the life out of my dad's hand. Without it, I'd be standing here and I'd probably have things like facial hair, a deeper voice, and things like an Adam apple. And I really, every day, try to express myself, and I know who I am, and I know that I'm 100% female, and I feel like this bill would be harmful, like people like me and thousands of other transgender youth.
There are a record number of anti-transgender measures in state legislatures this year, at least 78 in 25 different states, and many of them with strikingly similar language, using phrases like biological sex, biological males, sex listed on birth certificates, and the nearly 50 bills that would ban trans athletes from playing on team sports. And the first of those bans was just signed into law by Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves last week. It is set to become law on July 1st. Jay Strangio is tracking and fighting this flood of anti-transgender youth bills as a staff attorney with the ACLU's LGBT and HIV project. It's great to have you on the program, Chase. So I have been noting this, that, the two bills that Republican state legislatures seem most intent on in the year 2021 seem to be targeting voting and restricting voting and targeting trans youth. It really does seem like those are the central policy priorities happening in state legislatures.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're seeing in the midst of crises unlike any that we've known, that where kids are not in school at all, where we are struggling in Jackson, Mississippi to make sure residents have clean water and power. And here we are with lawmakers targeting transgender kids and their families, not only trying to push them out of sports teams, push them out of schools, but criminalize in some cases the medical providers who treat them. And this in tandem with all of the voter suppression measures that we're seeing, this is animating state legislative sessions this year, and it is devastating. I think if we take a step back, what you see with that young person in Missouri, what you see with that father is constituents begging their government not to criminalize them, not to take away their basic survival needs in a moment of absolute crisis.
So there's sort of two big categories here, targeting sports participation and then gender affirming care. So I want to sort of take them in order. In terms of sports participation, we've seen this crazy kind of cultural or moral panic that has been whipped up around this. For people that are open-minded but maybe haven't given this a lot of thought, there's this sense that you're going to create a loophole, right? This is sort of the argument, right? There's going to be this big loophole, and then people are going to kind of pretend to be something other than they are so that they can sweep in and win the Mississippi track state finals, right? In, girls sprinting or whatever. What do you say to folks who ask you about that or have that argument?
I mean, taking a step back, this is the exact same thing we heard in 2016. I was on your show in 2016 when there were 50 states proposing bathroom bills because we heard that the greatest threat to women and children was the possibility of trans people using the bathroom. And then we realized that was a completely contrived, fear-based myth to push trans people out of public life. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with sports. In 1977, when Renee Richards participated in the US Open, we heard that the trans takeover of sports was just around the corner. 45 years later, there is no trans takeover in sports, but what we are doing is pushing kids out of schools, out of safety, out of the ability to be in solidarity and camaraderie with their friends. You can't tell someone that we will honor your identity, we will respect you until 2:30 p.m., and then we are going to tell you that you are not who you know yourself to be. That is not a position of affirmation and support, and has catastrophic consequences for these young people.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.